boys.
Welcome to Off the Stage Podcast.
And welcome to Off the Stage Podcast. It's the show where we take musicians off the stage and into the pub to talk about the ins and outs of the music world, plus some other random shit. I'm James Berry, this is Conor Michael. We're at the ship ISIS with the fantastic rare breed. Oh, I forgot to bloody do the... Oh, no, I have... There we go, there we go. Yes. So how are we?
I'm fucking fantastic, man.
Excellent.
Brilliant. I'm brilliant.
I realise I just swore twice.
Could be better.
And cancelled.
There's going to be a lot of swearing in this one, I can't lie.
So half of you have already been on this podcast before.
Yeah, we would have checkmate me and this guy here, my best mate.
So which band do you prefer, this or Checkmate?
This one.
Cool, that's the right answer for this episode.
Yeah. Mostly due to the fact we've just been in it longer.
Yeah. Well, for people who may not have seen the episode, and also for our new guests, can you tell people who you are, what you do in the band?
Well, my name is Alexander Thomas Graham specifically, and I am the singer and the guitarist.
I am specifically Jack Ellis Cowell, and I play lead guitar.
If we're going to be specific, I'm Daniel James Ottaway, and I play the bass.
I'm just Paddy and I play the drums.
Love that. I think you should call your band the Specifics. And then title each one after everyone's full name. And then the last one's just Paddy on drums.
And it'll be the worst track on the album.
No. I'm going to merge in fact, no, we'll go for this one first.
Okay.
What are you drinking?
Fly
through that first.
You know what, we never do that. We always go like halfway through, yeah.
What are you drinking, guys?
I'll start with me then. So, I'm drinking a...
Welcome back to the future.
I'm drinking a Strapperman because it was the nicest tasting lager at the bar. Before that, I had a Disco Bitter.
Okay.
And then before that, I had about 5 pints in the cup beforehand. I can't remember which ones they are.
Okay.
I'm severely dehydrated.
Did you forget to get a drink before the podcast started?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take you down for the break, don't worry.
Honestly, I have no clue what I'm drinking. It's a pale ale, and it tastes alright.
Probably weird, yeah.
And it was in a pint form, so I'm happy.
Cool.
Pint of pale ale. Yeah,
Aye,
that'll do, yeah.
Just pale ale.
Yeah, no.
All of
I've,
them the same anyway.
I've got brown cider. It's it's flat, so it's pretty much just like alcoholic apple juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strong apple juice.
Yeah,
I
pretty much,
tasted
yeah.
it doesn't even taste like alcohol. It's like a cheat code.
It's just apple juice.
That looks interesting.
It is.
It's like Solero.
Do you want to guess what it is?
Orange juice.
That's strong.
Normally I get a mystery drink, and James has got to guess it, but he's wanted a lager this time.
I mean, it's obviously a sour.
Yeah.
I'm just getting heartburn. Didn't take long.
I think I'm used to them now. I didn't get us before.
I don't know. The colour always reminds of like mango.
Right.
I always say mango, but I'm probably wrong.
So what are you saying?
Mango.
It's mango.
Is it mango? Yeah! Fucking right. First time.
Away the lads.
Episode 95.
How then, boys?
Episode 95, and James has got this right.
That's how you do it. You have 95 guesses, and you get one of them right. I'm just on Star Wars ramen.
Yeah. Twins.
It was either that or Madri, and another one. So I thought you would have went with that.
Madri is awful.
No, it's not nice.
Isn't that just a
Madri
Spanish
tastes
Foster's?
Like,
Yeah.
Madri tastes
yeah,
like if you took all the joy out of Stella.
Yeah, it's not nice at
It
all.
tastes like the colour grey.
Speaking of which, if you were at our last gig at Cafe Etch, you will know that Alex is sponsored by Stella.
Exactly. I was genuinely going to get some canned of Stella for this, but I forgot. Tell you what, I'm going to go during the break for some.
Fair enough. If the pub let you in with stuff you haven't bought yet.
That's true.
So what I was going to say, I'm going to merge this question into this one, because we've got an Instagram question. Only one popped up from @poppy_7, which asks for any current inspirations.
Taylor Swift, Kanye West, Lil Pump, Cannibal Corpse, and One Direction.
No, I said inspirations, not like favourite festival.
Those are
They're all
my
playing download, aren't they?
No. On an actual serious note, my biggest inspiration, my big two, for this band specifically, are Title Fight and Blink-182.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say like Napalm Death, the Village People. No, in all seriousness, probably like Sum 41. They're quite big influence.
Yeah.
I'd have to say like Blink or Neck Deep or something, but I don't know. Honestly,
Quite
at the
pop-punk
moment,
kind of thing.
yeah.
So,
Jojo, see you are too.
My biggest influences are Blink-182, Real Friends, and alcohol.
Fair enough. Joe, I was listening to the songs, And it sounds like if you put All Time Low in My Chemical Romance combined.
Yeah,
that's kind of
that is
sounds
such a
okay.
big
That's a compliment.
That's the first time we've actually had that one. To be fair, it's usually it's usually this sounds like Blink-182 ripped off by some shit musicians.
No, that's true.
I think they're the two main ones I heard. There's a sprinkle of Green Day in there.
Aye,
same
definitely.
point.
Blink-182 are.
Someone told me at a gig I sound like Billy Joe Armstrong. I don't know why, but
So that's what alcohol does to you.
I heard Billy Joe Armstrong got his singing voice because he was an American trying to sound British.
he did a fucking shit job at that then.
That's the opposite thing, because we're British people trying to sound American.
Yeah,
That's like,
yeah.
Like normal pop punk.
yes, we've met the standard.
So take it, you are just like quintessentially like pop punk. That's your like.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
truthfully, with my vocal style, it is title fight through and
Yeah.
through. It is literally just scream at the top of my voice and try and make it sound somewhat melodic and see what happens.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, just
Oh, I love singing.
pop punk sometimes
Joke.
goes into a bit of emo, depends on how we're feeling when we're writing the song, really.
I mean,
I think
Yeah,
it
yeah.
does. Pop punk and emo is quite like I've never
It's a
liked
fine line.
the
Yeah, it
scenes,
is,
like, the thing is, the genres are quite separate, but the scenes are very merged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I will always call us an emo band because of the fact that the problem is in this day and age, if you call your band a pop punk band, you're going to get immediately associated with like MGK and stuff. I like this first album, but I still don't want to be associated with that scene.
Yeah, I think the main
It puts people
difference-
off you, so that's why I call it emo.
The main difference, I reckon, is just the theme of the song.
Yeah.
Like if you had like you could put like a because Blink have a few kind of emo songs, really, don't they? Like
Yeah, like I Miss You. Like the entire
Yeah.
self-titled album, truthfully.
yeah. Well, you just like yeah. But if you
Obvious best underrated song, by the way. Really underrated.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, James could fight you on that. He knows loads.
Oh well, I Blink. Well, I'd
So
say
it's the same one.
Blink is like my kind of.
I'd expect you to come out with some like untitled single that's never released. Yeah, but this demo that was in the backlog of someone's computer is actually the best song.
No, I'm not. You know what? I'm not that good with Blink, but I am with Bob Dylan. You ask us anything, Bob Dylan.
What was his middle name?
Alan.
Bob Allen Dylan.
Yeah. Born in Duluth, Minnesota, 24th of May, 1940.
Where did
His parents
You're
just did
making
not
this up.
know
You're
what.
not-
I'm being absolutely serious. I know everything about him.
His parents just did not know what
So
our last name was,
his
did
initials
they?
are
Yeah,
bad.
Zimmerman is his last name.
Well,
So his initials were bad.
Yeah. Well, his original name is Robert Allen Zimmerman.
Oh my god.
But because there was
Raz.
because he lived in the Midwest where they were like hugely like anti-Semitic, so he couldn't go around calling himself Zimmerman, so he had to call himself Dylan, really based on the Welsh poet Dylan Thomas. Honestly, I'm gonna shut up about fucking Bob Dylan.
I'm going to put an extra part in this, and she's going to be called Bob Dylan with James
I
Berry.
mean, with Rare Breed being here, to be fair, that's the only time Bob Dylan's going to come up, so you might as well get it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that I share a common fact with Bob Dylan that all my names are first names. Alexander Thomas Graham.
Oh yeah.
Bob. Whatever the fuck his middle name is, Dylan.
Well, to be fair, it's
Bob Allen Dylan. Yeah,
Yeah.
the guy from The Hangover.
Bob Carlos Dylan.
Yeah. There's a new biopic about him coming out.
Hey?
Starring Timothy Chalamet.
Is there?
Yeah, he's playing Bob
I think he'll
Dylan.
be there a few times.
Timothy Chalamet's just like going with everyone now, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's
he's
playing
everywhere,
everything.
isn't
Yeah. It doesn't matter whether he fits it or not. He's playing it.
Yeah.
Well, I used joke because me and my wife always go like, oh, if there was gonna be like a film, like who would play it? I always just say Timothy Chalamet, just because he obviously will. Because it doesn't matter what role it is, just
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet will just.
One of my biggest
I'm not
dreams.
gonna lie, I don't know much about actors. I'm going to find out who he is.
Timothy Chalamet.
One of my biggest dreams in life is to start an online beef with Timothy Chalamet. I'd love to have a Twitter argument with him.
No, to be fair, speaking of him, I finally got around to watching Dune Part 2 the other day.
Oh, I've seen the first one. I haven't seen the second one yet.
It's whack. It's wacky. It's good, but
Yeah,
it's wacky.
weird.
Oh, is he the fellow who plays Willy Wonka?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He
plays
plays,
a shit job of
he
it.
plays absolutely flipping anything.
By the same things, he plays a very shit Willy Wonka as well.
Yeah,
Like he
oh
doesn't
my
seem
God.
to
I
play.
thought it was
good
good, man.
Honestly, not my. You know how those like you know? Do you remember when the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie came out and they're like, not my Roderick? The new Wonka film is not my fucking Willy Wonka. I miss Johnny Depp.
Yeah, Johnny Depp like did that role justice.
Well, you
But
can
then
tell you
the
guys are
original
really
one,
young.
the original one
Yeah,
is
no,
still.
this guy is a
better.
fantastic prequel to the Gene Wilder Willy Wonka.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
100%.
Yeah.
It builds it perfectly.
Yeah, like the original one can't beat the original one because it just seemed fucking crazy. Like
Like
especially
the-
the boat scene. He's just fucking mental.
Yeah.
Like
What genuinely? I want to ask what drugs was Roald Dahl on. He must have been on some like crazy shit
Yeah.
to come up with that. Who thinks of like eating chewing gum and then turning into the size of a planet?
Roald Dahl.
Rolled out there. I mean,
Genuinely.
just named him.
I mean, this was like the 70s, right? He must have been on like.
He was
acid or some shit like that.
definitely taking shrooms on the daily.
It's a shame that's the only popular one. I'd love to have seen the film Meet the Twits.
Yeah, meet
They
the
had to
twits.
change the words in that, didn't they, last year? There was like a cancel culture. They were like kicking off about how certain words were done, like, because they described someone as ugly. They're like, you're not allowed to say that, so they had to change it to like they were unattractive and stuff like that.
Oh.
And like,
I mean,
If
I
someone's-
don't know.
if
Like,
someone's ugly,
do
they're
we
ugly,
really
aren't
have
they?
to, like, can
Well,
we go
Darwin
back
Rolling
that
is
far
great.
back to cancel someone? I mean, I don't really think it's
it's
necessary.
what they do.
It's not necessary.
It's not necessary in the slightest, but
First they came for the twits, and I said nothing because I was not a twit.
You can make new rules, but like, there's no need to like go for old people.
yeah,
Come
if
on.
it's there, it's there. You know,
Isn't he dead now?
Yeah.
that's all of it.
Go for a dead guy. Poor guy.
Yeah, the easiest targets, aren't they?
Not allowed to call it the twits anymore, so moving on to the second title, the twats.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Well, he's not fighting back, is he?
I know.
So just quickly going back on the music, just before we take a short break, so that Jack can get himself a little beverage.
Yeah.
We've got a section called Up and Personal.
Yeah.
We'd want to know what the most personal song is you have in the band and what it's about.
We're going to have to go to Patrick for this one because he writes the lyrics.
I mean, I feel like realistically, just go along the line and each you just say which one you've relate to the most.
Well, my personal, I don't have one I relate to the most necessarily, but my personal favourite is Out of the Question just because the amount, it's not like a personal relation to the song, like the lyrics itself, it's a personal relationship to the actual track itself and the amount that I've like put into marketing it and stuff. I've gone crazy. I've been like posting on TikTok every day. That's like TikTok every day since it released. So it's always going to be my favourite Red Breed song, just because I feel like it's the start of our career.
It's the emotional burden of constantly like you've got that's your baby there, and you constantly like,
Yeah, it's like second
pushing it, and it's
single,
like,
but
yeah.
like the first one we really
Aye.
started to like push
Yeah.
on TikTok, and that was like sort of the way we started to like do TikTok properly, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's in my nightmares.
I personally say, I personally say it's not released yet, but there's a track called Game Over of ours, which is really nice. It's like have you heard of the Front Bottoms?
Yeah.
It's quite similar to Twin Size Mattress in the whole like.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that song.
Very unique. I quite
Yeah.
like that one. Yeah.
We do a Seymour song.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
For me, we've recently just written a new song called Self-Dependent that we've played at a couple gigs so far, and it's sort of like, I can't write lyrics really well, so I sort of like passed it off to Patrick saying like, can you write lyrics about like when you like overcome being like, you know, when you're growing up and like all your mentors suddenly start feeling like crap. It's like they all don't think you can do what you can do by yourself. They think they need to help you do it, and it's basically about like you doing it yourself and like being able to do more than what they think you can do.
Yeah,
by
it's
just
like
going out by your own
trying
and
to
just
prove
doing
yourself, kind of thing.
Aye, definitely.
Brings a tear to my eye. That
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it brings a tear to your eye, probably because you're screaming as well. So, I mean, mine, it's definitely more of a personal one, but it's like sort of almost like, it's called Could You Ever Be Happy, and it's going to be actually our next single.
Yeah. We've not announced it, by the way, so you're the first people to know.
Yeah, so that will be our next single. We haven't really got a release date for it yet because we're still working on it, but that is going to be the next one. And it's pretty much just about, I mean, it can be about parents, which is mainly what I wrote it about, but it could be about really anyone, just like sort of that feeling of needing validation from a specific person and not being able to really like feel like you can get that, like almost like sort of when it seems like the person that you want to like want the validation from the most is very emotionless, like hard to impress.
Yeah.
And it's just like that sort of, even if you've got the validation from everyone else, it's that like undying need for the validation of that one particular person. So that's what I wrote that one about. So that's like quite a personal one for myself.
Yeah.
And also I don't know, it's a tune.
I like it. That's a good twist on it.
That's cool. Like,
We have some good songs.
Yeah, man.
Cool. Mint. Well, we'll take a short break and we'll be back in part 2 with some more Q&As.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Just realised I've been obsessing with over Bob Dylan. I've got my Bob Dylan t-shirt on.
Oh.
Just like, look at that. I mean, that's just kind of like
Even
it's
I knew
great.
that, man.
Anyway, we'll see you in a
You know what we
bit.
should have done? Should have brought like a clothing change for every section.
Yeah.
Right,
So a quick change.
Getting another drink.
baby.
We are.
And welcome back to side 2. This is the Q&A round, where Connor always looks at me really strange because I never know what to say after that bit, and he goes, because he's got all the answers on there. Anyway,
Technically, I've got the questions.
he's got the questions,
There
I
you
got the
go.
answers, yeah.
Yeah. So part 2, just a little Q&A. What is your favourite gig story?
tell you what, I'm going to go up this way.
Yeah, let's go this way.
Oh, of course, because you
Put all the pressure on Patrick.
Put all the pressure on me. Oh, favourite gig.
You're the last one to answer a question. It makes sense you're the first.
Well,
I mean, I know what my favourite gig story is, but I told it during the Checkmate podcast.
we'll just tell it then. I'm stuck for a fucking idea here. Tell the fucking story.
What? You want me to tell it again?
Yeah, tell the fucking story.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
What's your second?
Yeah, what's my second favourite gig story?
story?
Oh shit, this is going to be difficult. Yeah, I'm stuck. Go ahead, Patrick.
Who's got a favourite gig story that they'd like to?
Oh, actually, to be fair, I've got one that I was like, it was just laughable. We had like this gig where it was like everything is going wrong, and it's like bands are behind on times. Like I'm putting the whole thing on, I'm just like sat there head in hands, just like this has gone to shit. We're going to end up on like 45 minutes after we were supposed to be, and so right before we're supposed to play, the band before us is playing like their final song. And Jammed Up, I'm sure you have had them on. Yeah, really nice lads, honestly. But Fergus, he's mental on the drums, and it got to like the last song, and he went and put the back head of the kick drum completely through, ripped all the way around the sides. And I'm sat there like everything's gone wrong. What the fuck do I do here?
Yeah.
And so I was like, the set that we had was like relied heavily on me having a floor tom, but that then wasn't an option. So the sound engineer took the floor tom, put it inside the bass drum,
And used that as the drum.
then just tuned it tuned it low and got everything like on the soundboard to sound like a bass drum. And it was like the most ghetto thing I think I've ever played on. But also just like I don't think anything else could have possibly gone wrong in that gig. Like we ended up, I think we were supposed to
snap a string as well.
You did, and we were supposed to finish at like we were supposed to finish at like I think 10:30. We got on at 11:15.
Wow.
And so we were just like, this absolutely has gone to shit. Half the people have gone to get their buses. We're literally playing to a room with about 10 of our friends.
Was that
and
because
that was about
like bands overdoing the set as well?
It was.
If you've got a set time, stick to your set
Well,
time.
it was a bit of the set times, but it was majoritively just like changeovers just being a bit too slow. Like that was partially my fault. I gave like 15 minutes for set changeovers, and like
Honestly, that's all you should need. If
the-
you're a good band, you'd
if
be
the stage
on
is
and off
set,
in
you're
15 minutes.
I
I swear
think
to God, like.
it was a mix of that, and then like there was a whole issue with like the tickets on the door and stuff. So they were like, oh, we'll just put the first band back 15 minutes because we have time to do that on the list. And I was like, brilliant, we'll have time to do that. Then everything progressively got further and further down the line, and we're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I really want to normalise: finishing gigs at 10:30.
Aye,
Like
yeah.
instead of
Yes.
11, because I like to, if a gig finishes, I like to just like chill out after the gig and have a bit of a chat with people because it's nice and quiet.
Yeah.
Because I would like, especially in Newcastle, like the last Metro was like 11:15. So if the band finishes at 11, I'm like, okay, I've got to go now.
You gotta
You
run.
run.
Yeah.
So finish a gig at 10:30, and you just
That's my
like.
plan. The one I've got at Clooney, I'm hoping to finish at 10.
Yeah.
Maybe there's like a 5-minute
might-
encore of that or something.
I might finish at 10 actually. I might.
Because then you can enjoy the night as well after.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because most venues would be like an 11 o'clock curfew.
Yeah.
And then if you finish at 11:15, you've now got 15 minutes to pack down, get out, and talk to everyone who wants to talk to you after the show.
Yeah.
You spend the time with the people who came to see you.
Most of the venues we've worked with recently have actually like been putting in the messages, oh, like 10:30 finish. And like, I was sat there looking at first like, why is it 10:30 finish? I mean, like everything that we've ever played has usually been like finishing at 11, but then like you think about buses and everything like that, it wipes out half
You've
your
got to
crowd,
think about
doesn't
your
it?
crowd, that's it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's good to see the venues like sort of noticing that and being like, right, push everything earlier, and sort of gives you a bit more of a realistic
I made that
expectation.
mistake when I was first starting out. If I did, like when I did my surf cafe gig, I made sure my gig was like, well, they've paid a £5 to come see us, I'll make it an hour long. That's an hour of standing there for songs you don't technically know. So now it's like, all right, no, I need to shorten that straight down to 30 to 40 minutes headline.
Yeah.
And then if they want an encore mint, I'll do you an extra 5-10 minutes or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But it's one of them. You can see people kind of stand there after a while. And you're like, oh,
You make people want more. Like you think, like, oh, is that the end of it?
yeah, you've got to keep go.
Because you keep the energy up constantly.
Once you get to like the levels of Bring Me Horizon, like Taylor Swift, go for a 2-hour gig because the crowd are there. They know what they're in for.
Yeah, they want every single one of those songs. They'll be disappointed
do that
if
one
they don't
again.
get 'em.
Oh, go again. Whereas when you're new and people, you're building your audience. You've got to make them be like, oh, I wonder what they'll do next time, rather than I got bored after about 40 minutes.
Like, does it sort of like getting to that point where they're just like, well, these guys shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's it. Like, if someone
been
gets
standing
you
for
on
40 minutes, I'm sick of it.
Yeah, if someone gets you on for a support act and says maybe 20-25 minutes, most people will be like, oh, I can do 25 to 30. go for the 20. Be like, well, I'll do it short and simple, keep the crowd warm, and they'd be like, they were fucking good then.
I mean, I'd rather do like a really good 30-minute set than we're stringing this out, and we've not got as much practice 1 hour set or something. Because it's like, I'd rather nail 30 minutes and like have people be like, that was really good, than, I mean, I've seen them do better.
Exactly.
Like,
Make
you want
it
your
more tight
headliners to be
stretched.
like absolutely like punching through.
I think I'd genuinely rather be called just crap than someone say, oh, I've seen them do better.
Yeah, I think I'd rather do like a terrible gig than do something you kind of.
It's like
I agree with you.
It's like I'd rather be last place and second.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dan, gig story.
I'd rather be second.
Let's go.
I think
I came second in the summer race, so I had 2.
There you go.
It's not even a
That's
joke.
not second.
Got the silver medal. So I came last with the 2nd place
I was always third for some reason.
in the 2-horse race.
No, well, like usually when it was like in school, when you're doing like like the sports competitions, it was always third.
I stabbed myself on the shoulder with a javelin.
Oh,
Truthfully,
I was doing javelin.
I think we're going off topic.
Just a little.
I
Really cool tangents.
had a javelin story to tell.
Oh, go on then.
Go on then.
It was like in secondary school, we're doing javelin, and of course the whole thing is everyone throws them, then everyone goes and collects. I don't know what I was doing. I threw mine, instantly like ran after it, and all of a sudden it's like the beaches of Normandy. I'm like weaving in and out of javelin
Honestly,
sticks landing.
I was in your class. We used to felt like whole of secondary. I remember like Mr. Thomas. He was like our teacher, big like burly guy. Like would not want to cross him. Head of PE. Dan goes running out. He's like, Daniel, what are you doing running in there? Like everyone's throwing javelins and he's fucking running across the field.
Man. It was impressive though. Like I was very impressed with. I was like,
I mean, you still live to tell the story at least.
We know he's on the front lines of World War III. Just kind of,
just there with the javelin.
Scared of fucking nothing.
Anyway,
Gig story, sorry, yeah.
So gig stories. I think like Pat's, mine's going to be another like bad experience that was made kind of laughable. It was we were playing Georgian, and it was some sort of like sort of event. I can't remember what it was, but it was set up like some sort of charity event. And basically, it was supposed to be like a family-friendly night of fun sort of gig.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they got the worst bands to do a family-friendly gig. It's all like all of us lot who are all like punk sort of bands going up there, like swearing our mouths off, having a laugh on stage.
Mosh pits, all that.
Yeah.
And it was there was someone who was running it, a real fancy pants in the room, was going around telling everyone what they need to do.
I hate them
your
so
set
much.
has to be this long.
But like saying like no mosh pits and stuff.
No mosh
Yeah.
pits, except everyone there was
That-
like the fans of the bands they got in who would
They-
always start
they
a
had
mosh
like the
pit.
band names are like aborted fetus and
Yeah.
stuff.
No, it's
I
like, it's like you're
remember
going.
they had a metalcore band on called Nephilim, and they were like the heaviest band in the north, like at the northeast at that time.
That was
and it's
20
like
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
the
that's
other
a different
one.
one.
That was the other time we played that same gig.
Yeah, but it's still the
same
same
concept.
like family friendly show, but we're gonna put on like.
I think with the second one, I think the issue was they went with they said it's family friendly, no moshing, people are going to get hurt, all this. But we're like, well, if you look at the bands you've
Nice
put on the bands where
The mosh
everyone's going to
bands.
like mosh, and also it was a 14 plus event, so it's hardly family friendly.
Yeah.
Scared of all the 8-year-olds in the pit.
But basically,
Throwing elbows all over the place.
basically, it was going decently until the band before us, who I can't remember who were on before us. Was it Mascara's? Mascara's Lies were on before us.
Good
And
band,
of
by
course,
the way.
great
very
band.
good band.
Yeah, good fun.
Everyone was moshing. Apparently, someone got knocked over and got like taken out of the room. Made sure they're okay. They come back and they're like, right guys, no moshing, none of this. And we were on next, so of course, right, we'll tell them they can't mosh, but that is most
Can't
likely
stop them.
All you
gonna
can do,
make
yeah.
them do it more.
Yeah.
So we're playing, we're going. It was a good set, to be honest. Everyone starts moshing eventually, and I can see this guy like just stood in a full suit just at the side, like cut it off, cut it, and it's like
Cut it out.
It was,
It's kind of like it's like opening up an event and going, okay, I've hired you to do this job, but please don't do the job.
Not like,
It's
it's
like-
like,
yeah.
he basically he was like, we're talking this like really like fancy looking dude. He's standing like, so it's like, I don't know if you've been to Georgia, like steps at the side of the stage, comes up them steps, he's standing at the top, he's looking at us, and he goes like that, one more, like tapping his watch and stuff like that. And we still probably about 10 minutes of the set left, and turned to Alex and I was like, you know what, nah, fuck this guy. So I was like, Alex, come over here. he came over. I was like, don't do that original. Don't do that original. Skip to the last one. Because the last one was Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit. I was like, fuck you. We're playing that
Go for the
song.
big one.
Everyone just went fucking mental. And afterwards, the guy was like, we told you not to tell everyone not to mosh. We told you to do this. We told you that.
Which we did
were
do.
like-
We told them not to
I was
mosh.
like,
I told them,
not
please
to
don't mosh.
We told them not to mosh.
No, only tell them what to do once.
Yeah.
I said it in a really sarcastic voice so that they knew I was being like,
Yeah. And I know
I was
it was-
encouraging them.
And that was quite funny, but I was like, most of the guys had left at this point, and I was just sat in the bar getting a drink. And this guy's like talking to some of the other people who were working the event, proper mouthing us off like, if you don't know how to control your crowd, you shouldn't be a band. And it's like, no band can control their crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why they hire security at like big concerts and everything. The band can't control what the crowd do, and it was just like,
why do we have to control our crowd? That's the thing.
it's like we don't want
Let's have a
to
bit of
sit there
fun.
and tell them what they have to do.
I could understand if they were like standing in the middle of this venue knifing each other, but like
Yeah.
they were having a mosh, they were having a bit of fun, bit of crowd surfing, nothing.
Yeah, man.
Which to be fair,
no one's getting hurt.
If you don't want the crowd to go fucking mental, do not
Yeah.
book a rock band. Book some like acoustic singer-songwriter.
Yeah, do that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with that, of course. But
Can we kiss me
we
that
love
then?
you, acoustic
Loans out next
singer-songwriters.
week.
We do love you all. Just
no, we do love acoustic singer-songwriters.
they're just harder to mosh to, I guess.
If you are going to book a 4-band lineup with 4 rock bands, don't tell them not to mosh because that is the thing.
I mean, I'm an acoustic
Yeah.
singer-songwriter, loop pedal, but I play trillions.
However,
It's like the BBC asking Rage Against the Machine.
not to say, not to swear on that. That, well, to be fair, if you thought of that song as like the entirety of our set, that's pretty much how it went. Was we'll do as we're told, we'll do as we're told, we'll do as we're told. Fuck you.
Yeah.
No, there's such good videos from that gig though. Genuinely, like our really small, like tiny friend, he's like 5'6". Hello, friend France, if you're watching this. Essentially, he was getting crowd surfed. It was amazing.
I don't even know if he instigated that or whether he just got picked up and thrown about the crowd. To be honest,
he just got picked up against his will, but he loved it. I think.
No, that was overall in terms of sets. That was a pretty good gig. It was just more so the trying to fight.
Just the organisation of
It
it.
was the organisation part of it,
Dumbasses.
which quite frankly, I mean, like we'd said after it, we turned to each other, we're like, we ain't doing that again. Not doing that again.
The back
Well-
room was really awkward. It was constantly people coming off, being told off, then the
Yeah.
next band going on.
Yeah, it wasn't
being
a good-
warned.
It wasn't a good vibe. It wasn't.
Off to the army.
I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with like crazy rules against gigs.
Yeah,
I think you just like let people have fun.
Yeah, it wasn't like-
within reason, of course. Within
Yeah.
reason.
Like,
But,
it wasn't like
yeah.
that sort of like the gig where like obviously every gig you want to get off and have every band just be like congratulating each other and having fun. It was like go upstairs, instant congratulations followed by the fuck were you doing on that stage?
Yeah.
It's like we were
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, doing what we do.
Well, we've been banned by the council, so we're a real punk band now.
We've
Yeah,
technically had your gig stories previously.
Yeah.
This part's kind of went over, so we're going to take a short break and come back with part 3 if that's all right with you guys.
Yeah, of course,
See you in a bit.
Sorry. guys.
Oh, that's good, man.
No, it's what.
Allegedly.
It's not giving any context to that.
So, questions we got from last week's guest.
Oh, yeah.
First one is, what's your local dream venue?
Georgian.
Any volume?
No, Cuba.
Any volume all
yeah,
the way?
Cuba's pretty good.
I love you, any volume.
Not as local to us. I'm going Clooney.
I like Playground.
Clooney 1 though, not Clooney 2. Clooney 1, dream venue.
True.
It's weird, I've done both. I kind of like 2 better, you know.
I'm
Really?
I'm
I've
a
never done either.
Clooney too. I mean,
Yeah, I have to say
we're a
that.
Clooney 2 household.
8th of June,
I'm
Clooney
going
2.
I'm
Tickets on
going
sale now.
Clooney 1 more so just for the fact that like I don't know, it'd be cool to play a venue that's sort of that big and in Newcastle.
It's cool. I've headlined and supported it once.
Just the experience really.
First time I supported it, I was just starting out, and like my inspiration was like Ed Sheeran and stuff. And just before I walked on stage, one of the gaffers was like, "Oh, just enjoy it, you know." There's the stage being played by Sam Fender, Arctic Monkeys, and Ed Sheeran, and then you walk out, and you're like, "Fuck, okay, this is a big deal, isn't it?"
That's why. As much as I work there, but even still, my dream venue is Cuba because Arctic Monkeys played there, and I'm thinking, fucking hell, if it's good enough for Arctic
cool, innit?
Monkeys.
For all the viewers, I wonder if we'll ever play Cuba.
Yeah. You know, I'm wondering that. You know, considering this podcast is going to come out after we announce that gig.
Oh shit, no. So basically,
We
we're
are playing at
Cuba on the 26th of April.
Yeah,
right.
with these boys on
yeah,
my t-shirt.
Wings the Monkey, Rare Breed,
Mascara's Lies.
Yeah.
All the boys.
Mascara's
And,
Lies, Seventh Heaven.
Seventh Heaven.
Be fucking mint, right? Get yourselves down because realistically, we don't really want to play to like 5 people in a 280 cap venue.
Yeah,
It's a Friday
exactly.
night, innit?
Yeah.
My busiest day of the week.
No.
I got 3 gigs that day.
Yeah, that's my trio, isn't it?
Hopefully one of those 3 is Cuba, Rare Breed.
Anyway, sorry, we've taken up enough of your time. What's the next question?
Who's your dream local band you'd like to support?
Oh.
Us, we're the best one.
Supporting yourself.
No, I'm
dream
joking.
local. I don't know if you guys would agree. Nine Banks.
Oh, hell yeah,
They're actually from Sunderland. Fucking mint.
Yeah, they're
absolutely fucking mint.
I don't know. I think we are. My personal dream was we already got to support them as Nephilim.
Well,
they were
really
like
good.
a good band
Yeah.
to support.
I'd
They're
love to
very
play with them again.
still only a few years older than us, but really
Yeah.
talented.
Yeah.
They're called All Before now, you know.
Yeah. So them.
Yeah. But seriously though, right? Fucking Nine Banks. If you're watching this, please
Hell
get
yeah,
us
get
on.
us on the-
Please.
get us on a gig,
Come on, Nine Banks.
please.
They've been on, so you never know.
Yeah, I remember.
Like I know you're going for that record deal and stuff like that, but please get us on.
Alex,
Yeah.
Checkmate.
Oh yeah, I'd love to gig
Checkmate.
with Checkmate. They're a really good band. I'd recommend listening to them.
Yeah, they got a good episode as well. You can go check that out.
They got a
on
good
the Offstage
episode on this
Pod.
podcast.
I don't know. Guitarist is a bit shit, and so's the bassist. I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck off, man. I'm not the teeth.
Not before I knock yours out.
Final question. What song would you like to see a local artist cover? / what local song would you like to cover?
I'm gonna go first.
Go on.
I would like to see a local artist cover "Love Story" by Taylor Swift.
Cool. And then what local artist song would you like to cover?
"Control" by Mally.
Oh, good band.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for Illusion by Mouses, right? That is a sick song. And then probably Through the Fire and the Flames by Dragon Force. That'd be quite a good one.
Covered by who though?
Like-
All before. Tyler, get that drum pattern down.
That would actually be sick, yeah. All before.
What's yours, Dan?
I can't think of anything. I'm blank. I'm blanking
Do
on it.
you want me
Blank
to go?
Space by Taylor Swift.
Right.
Yeah, Blank Space by Taylor Swift. One of you bands, get on it.
We'll do
I
it.
do it in my gigs, to be honest.
We will not.
I'll cover it.
I mean, who
shit, yeah, Blank
what
Space by
local
Blank
what
Space.
local band cover would you do like as us though? Like who would we cover?
I think we would. I'd like to do a cover of a Wings of the Monkey song sometime.
Oh, that would be sick. To be
Right,
fair.
I've got fucking the 3 stripes on the shirt plus the monkey.
Get the badge in.
So
Get the badge in, boys.
personally,
I wanna
I'll
do
go
a Fix
first.
cover, if that's all right with. In fact, should I ring Pat now and ask if it's all right?
No.
Yeah, go on. Might as well.
All right then, fucking yeah. Actually,
Yeah, go on.
all right, hell yeah.
Okay.
I'll do mine while Alex brings that up.
Yes.
So I would personally want to cover Riverside by Jam Tub. Fucking tune.
That's a cool
really
song.
fun.
Love Jam Tub.
Or You Don't Care by the Larchers. If you haven't listened to it, fucking mint.
Not
I listened to
true.
it today, first time. It's like Arctic Monkeys by 15-year-olds. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah. I was at work the other day at Cuba and they were playing what you call it? They were playing
Cuba?
Larches were playing Cuba. And it's so good.
He's one of the people who can't text and drive, isn't he?
Yeah, literally.
It's 5.
I think we've gone through all of those, yeah.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, as we touched on it there, obviously this episode will be out on the 2nd of April.
Yes.
What do you want to promote in terms of gigs, like you say, Cuba, and any songs or singles or any merch, anything that could be coming out now?
Do you have it with you, Patrick?
Merch.
I've got
So here, merch.
actually,
Promote
I've
it,
got
like,
2
guys.
seconds, Give me 2 seconds. Front pocket, yeah.
No, in the main bit.
Yeah. Funnily enough, we actually do have a little something to promote.
There we
Let's
go.
just say
While
that.
I'll do this, give
It
Pat
should
a
just
receipt
be-
and
it
voucher
should
now
just
for
be in
what
there
this
somewhere.
merch is.
Oh, you got
It's
merch.
fallen down.
We have now.
It's behind it.
We have, for the first time ever, 2 weeks ago, Rare Breed launched the excellent Why Should I merch.
Yeah.
So,
There's
this is
our
our
logo.
front, nice Rare Breed logo on there. Yeah.
Okay.
Nicely in
We'll
front.
turn it round.
Turn
There's
that-
the back,
turn that
our
bad
Why
boy
Should
round.
I logo on there.
I like
That is
that.
£10.
That
That
is
is £10 right there.
Truly, considering you
10
pay
great
20,
British
30
pounds,
quid
just
for
to
any
be
regular
specific.
band merch, that's a fucking
That's
steal.
it.
£10
That's a great
sterling.
band. Top
Yeah,
that.
so I mean, like
Even I might buy one.
We did. I say it's our first merch ever. We did release merch back in 2019. However, it
was
was
shit.
made with Fruit of the Loom t-shirts that I ironed. I ironed on some transfer
man.
paper with
Yeah.
our logos on. If anyone wants some really limited edition Rare Breed merch, you can have it for free. I've got 3 fucking boxes of it at home. With that merch, I mean, we are very proud of it. It's first merch.
Yeah.
First
How do you sell
proper
it?
merch. Just been selling at gigs. We've got a Bandcamp store. If you go through the link in
boy.
our bio, Bandcamp store.
I just saw
That-
mine out today.
We've not had any sales on Bandcamp yet because it's been mainly just at gigs, really.
What we'll also sometimes do, right, is sometimes we'll just like patrol the streets, right, and we'll just hand it to people and then force them to pay for it.
Yeah.
Sometimes that'll
Yeah, just
happen.
like
Yeah,
beat
like
them
like
into
you know-
submission
You know
until
what?
they
You know
pay.
when you get handed
Like
that
in New York
magazine
City.
on the street.
I did
and then
that,
They immediately force 10 quid out of you.
I
went
like
to
that.
Ibiza
There's a
in
guy.
October.
There's a guy in Durham who does that.
I-
He's like a joke book, and he gives you a joke. Oh, it's £2.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's like It was like I went to a Christmas market in Newcastle when the Christmas market used to be on.
Thanks.
And there was
you,
this
Alex.
woman handing out, those like the big issue magazines. She like pretty much stopped me dead in my tracks, cut me off, forced it into my hands, then like forced £10 out of me, and I said, I'm not giving you £10, and try to give it her back, and she's like, I've been out here all day. I was like, that's not my issue.
I get so like anxious about stuff like that. I'd end up crying and running away.
Yeah,
like
I was like,
I don't like confrontation like that. I'm just like.
I had a little like pot of macaroni cheese in my hand. I was like, ugh.
Was it in Newcastle?
Yeah.
Was it Redheads?
Yeah.
Fucking what a place.
Yes.
Big shout out to Redheads. They let me record the music video for Come and Kiss Me. So thanks very much, guys.
I will just say with the t-shirts, they are half sold. We sold
Yeah.
half those t-shirts.
That's
So
good.
get on them, because they will we sold half of those t-shirts in one weekend.
Yeah.
What sizes do you reckon sell most?
So
Extra large.
actually,
Yeah, I fell for that badly.
I've got my list. Currently, the biggest seller of ours is large, followed by small, and then medium and extra large are
Really?
tied at the bottom.
Small's a bit.
Wow, really?
think
Small and
we're-
medium rarely sold for me,
Well,
and
that's
everyone
large.
wanted extra large.
We did a cracking deal with Wings of the Monkey where we were like, we love these boys, they're absolutely legends. And they said to us after the gig we played in a little building, they're like, do you want to swap merch? We'll take 4 of yours, you'll take 4 of ours. And we're like, you know what? Fuck it.
Hell yeah.
That's a good idea.
So-
That's where I got this T-shirt from, by the
So
way.
we all got Wings of the Monkey t-shirts and they took a few of ours, but yeah, I mean, at the moment, large is our biggest actual seller.
Mint.
But yeah, no.
In
In terms of actual units shifted, though, is it extra large?
It is large, still large. So get on it. Get
Larger T-shirts sell though, because right now the 2000 style is coming back, which means baggy clothes are in style again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you actually wear a large T-shirt or if you're just small and want large T-shirts. Like they just sell.
So, if people were to follow you guys on social media, what's your social tags?
At Rare Breed Official on TikTok, at rarebreed.band on Instagram.
Brilliant. And final question: what's the song you're going to play for us next?
So this one is Could You Ever Be Happy? So this one's our next single. It's going to be releasing some point next month. We'll give you a date of it.
You should aim for the 26th of April.
So that would be
Biggest
ideal,
tip you're going to do is
that-
have a gig that goes alongside a
That
single
would be
release.
brilliant, yeah. So this one is obviously the one that we named earlier. So you guys can play this song and I'm going to sit back and relax and
And watch.
I wrote the lyrics. What else do you want me to do?
Exactly.
Come on, boys, put your work in.
Mint. Well, thank you very much for coming on, guys.
Yeah, it's been nice.
To the viewers, if you haven't yet, follow us. We are at Off the Stage UK.
The Stage
I've got a
podcast.
gig on the 8th of June at the Cluny 2, supported by Harrison Rimmer and Tall Shaves.
Go
There's
to
a
it.
couple of featured guests will make an appearance. James has got a gig at the Globe,
The
Go
13th
to
of
it.
April.
supported by.
Go to it.
Alex James and Nick Wood. It's not one to be missed.
Cracking lineup that.
Fucking mint lineup. It is. It's a really good lineup.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Go to it. We're cultivating
Take
you
your
into
mum,
going for
take
it.
your dad, take your second cousin,
Take your dog. Take your dog.
Take your dog and buy a ticket for the dog.
I would accept dogs. Dogs come free.
cats.
Man.
What about cats?
£1 for a cat.
Guinea pig? Guinea pig?
Guinea pig. Oh, guinea pigs are fine.
Hamsters.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week. Cheers.
Right.
Absolute
Absolute pleasure.
1, 2, 3.
In me you will find answers. No life, no second chances. No midlife crisis chances. No little puppet, no tiny dancer. Life is not what you make me. It's what I want it to be. That's what I want you to see. I'm no luck and you're not the key. I want you to validate me. I need you to elevate me. But I don't know what you say. Would you be proud of me someday? Really, it doesn't emotion, but this is my devotion. I ain't a direct attack. I want you to have my back. I got some weight I need unpacking, so just please cut me some slack. I need you to validate me. I want you to elevate me, but I don't know what you'd say. Could you be proud of me someday? Really, it doesn't matter anyway. But if I cut my hair, could you be happy for the first time of the year? And if I cut my hair, would you be happy? Would you be proud? I want you to elevate me. I need you to validate me, but I don't care what you say. Would you be proud of me someday? I want you to elevate me. I need you to elevate me, but I don't know what you'd say. Would you be proud of me someday? Really, it doesn't matter anyway. But if I cut my hair, could you be happy for the first time of the year? First time of the year.
I know, it was a bit rough that, like.
It'll do.